Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Heel turns and babyface turns have been a common trait of Triple H's creative regime. It often plays a key role in adding drama and excitement to the storylines and feuds. The WWE Universe has been clamoring for one such character change for eternity. However, the creative team still hasn't taken that step, but things could soon change. Triple H might finally pull the trigger on Austin Theory's much-awaited babyface turn. The speculation arose after what happened this week on Raw. During Grayson Waller's match against Sheamus, Theory was at the ringside, receiving huge chants from the WWE Universe as usual. However, unlike every time, the 27-year-old did something that pleased the fans. Grayson Waller attempted to run away from the match, but Austin Theory did not let him do that. The unproven one ensured that his tag team partner suffered the wrath of Sheamus. Theory relished every bit of Waller's suffering and was seen smiling after the latter lost the match. He exuded a typical babyface nature, indicating he has taken enough of Grayson. There are high chances that the Triple H-led creative could use the recent happenings as the springboard to Austin Theory's babyface turn. WWE could showcase tensions between him and his partner, eventually leading to a compelling feud. And this could be where the company officially causes a character change within the 27-year-old. However, this is all speculation at this point, and it all depends on what the creative team has in store for the former United States champion. The WWE Draft 2025 will reportedly take place somewhere around this year, and several superstars will change their rosters. It is also when the company breaks up a few tag teams or factions to give superstars a renewed push. There is a high chance that Triple H could break up A-Town Down Under. However, the chances of Austin Theory moving to SmackDown are low. The former United States champion moved to the Red brand this year, and WWE may not change his roster so soon. Besides, Monday Night Raw is where Theory received the majority of his success in the company. So, the creative team is likely to keep him on the flagship show if the company intends to push him. Meanwhile, SmackDown has seen a massive decline in its product lately due to several factors. Since its shift to Netflix, the spotlight has mainly been on Raw. It will be interesting to see whether Triple H considers giving Austin Theory the monstrous push on Raw that the WWE Universe has been vociferously clamoring for years. Apart from penning engaging articles, Depp has also done scriptwriting for a few local short films and has directed and produced one of them. When the spotlight dims, he loves to escape into the world of web series and anime, indulging in the magic of storytelling. Dev has been an avid WWE and cricket fan since childhood and believes the blend of his love for sports and knowledge of writing led him to become a sports writer. Given his love and passion for this industry, he has worked for several top firms, both as a seasoned writer and as an editor. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, few things generate as much buzz as a perfectly executed babyface turn. Whether it's a betrayal, a rescue, or a slow-burn redemption arc, a well-crafted face turn can reignite careers and refresh entire storylines. Now, rumors are swirling that none other than Triple H, the cerebral assassin, the King of Kings and the current Chief Content Officer of WWE, might be planning to pull the trigger on one of the most anticipated babyface turns in recent memory on the upcoming episode of Monday Night Raw. But who is the superstar in question? And what are the chances that Triple H finally lets the trigger finger loose? Since assuming creative control, Triple H has been praised for revitalizing WWE's storytelling. Long-term feuds, logical character development, and NXT call-ups used wisely have restored fan interest. But amid all the chaos, there's been a palpable anticipation building. The moment when one of WWE's top heels would finally switch sides, and not in a swerve-for-swerve's sake manner, but in a cathartic, earned, crowd-exploding babyface turn. Drew McIntyre's current heel run has showcased his versatility, attitude, and character depth. He's cut scathing promos, aligned himself against popular stars like CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, and reminded fans that he's more than just the pandemic-era champion. But behind the scowl and bitterness, the groundwork for a redemptive return to the light has been subtly laid. His motivations have always made sense. frustrated over being robbed of his WrestleMania moment in front of a live crowd, overlooked while others like Roman Reigns and Cody dominate the spotlight, and betrayed by fair-weather fans. These aren't the delusions of a generic bad guy. They're the gripes of a wounded warrior. And now, with murmurs of a new rivalry brewing, perhaps against an even darker force like Judgment Day or a fully healed CM Punk, it might be time for the Scottish Warrior to once again become the people's champion. If you followed Triple H's booking habits closely, you know he loves layered storytelling. He's not about the cheap pops or sudden flips. Think of Sami Zayn's arc in the Bloodline saga. Think of the slow crumble of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in NXT. There's always a plan, always a payoff. Over the past few weeks, McIntyre has been positioned in a gray area. While he still walks with heel swagger, there have been glimmers of dissent, hesitation before attacking a former ally, confusion during post-match beatdowns, and even slight nods of respect toward fan favorites. It's the classic Triple H breadcrumb trail. Imagine Raw's main event features a brutal post-match assault. Maybe CM Punk and his allies laying waste to Cody Rhodes or Jey Uso. As the crowd jeers and chaos unfolds, McIntyre's music hits. The crowd doesn't know how to react. He walks down slowly, tension in the air. Is he joining in? Is he standing by? Triple H might opt for a subtle cerebral shift, more in line with his own character approach. Drew could deliver a backstage promo, stripped of bravado, reflecting on his actions and motivations. The line between heel and face blurs as he talks about why he turned, what it cost him, and where he wants to go now. Humanizing a heel is the first step to making them a beloved babyface again. Another possibility: McIntyre is booked in an impromptu tag match with someone like Sami Zayn or Seth Rollins. The tension is thick at first, but as the match progresses, mutual respect builds. By the end, a handshake, a head nod, or even a save cements the new alliance. There's a strategic reason to do it now. WWE is building toward major summer events. Money in the Bank and SummerSlam, and a returning babyface Drew McIntyre would be a powerful card to play. Imagine Drew McIntyre versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, with Drew now cheered by fans. Or perhaps a tag team angle leading to War Games later in the year. WWE thrives on momentum, and flipping McIntyre at just the right moment could supercharge Raw's main event scene. Plus, with Roman Reigns currently off-screen, WWE needs another large-than-life hero to carry the weight alongside Cody, Rollins, and Punk. While McIntyre is the frontrunner, there are other superstars who could be in line for a turn next week. LA Knight. While he's still a face, WWE has flirted with turning him heel. If they pull back, a defiant stand against a heel faction could solidify his babyface status in a major way. Chad Gable. His potential split from Alpha Academy is brewing. A loss to Otis or a betrayal by Maxine could lead to a heroic rebuild. Shinsuke Nakamura. His poetic promos and crowd connection make him a prime candidate for a redemption arc after a string of losses. But none of these names carry the gravitas and dramatic potential that a Drew McIntyre face turn would deliver. The stars are aligning. The fans are murmuring. The storyline seeds have been sown. All that's left is for Triple H to decide. Is next week the time to cash in on months of build-up? If history is any indication, Triple H loves a good moment, and he understands timing. He won't pull the trigger unless it makes narrative and emotional sense. But with Drew McIntyre standing at the edge of a major turning point, and Raw in need of a seismic shift, don't be surprised if we see a claymore for the villains, and a roar of approval from the crowd.